Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment and shoot some video of an old abandoned property that's here in my community that has been here for a long time and has kind of been, I guess, controversial. Now, this area that we live in is called Bellevue, which is actually the last exit in Nashville. It's exit 196. It's the last exit leaving Nashville heading towards Memphis. And this is still kind of a little sleepy community, but it is actually starting to grow a little bit more. Since the economy's picked up, things are starting to pick up, and we're starting to see a little bit more development. And this area here, this location here is called the Bellevue Center Mall. I should say what was called the Bellevue Center Mall. This was opened in 1990, and it was one of the first big shopping malls in the area. Of course, they had all of the same chain stores that most malls have, and we're actually at the location with what is the food court there. If you look kind of there, that was where the food court was. Two-story mall, of course. Over here, this was what was originally a Castner Knot. You can kind of still see where the letters were. Now, Castner Knot was a kind of a local chain, just a department store. And they eventually sold out to Profits. Some of you may remember the Profits chain. And they sold to another chain called Hex, which was eventually sold off to Macy's. And when this mall was closed in 2008, it was actually a Macy's in that location there. And of course, as I might have already said, this mall opened in 1990, had all of them. Same stores you see, but they were kind of small from what I understand. But this was kind of the up-and-coming place to be here because I think back then there weren't really any big malls to shop at. And folks from all over the area used to come here. A lot of folks from Franklin, which is kind of one of the up-and-coming areas here in Nashville, which is South Nashville. Folks used to come there. And it was aimed towards Bellevue, which is kind of the more upscale neighborhood here in Nashville. And a lot of folks used to come out here and do their shopping and, have fun and do whatever they needed to do. So, but, it's kind of dead now. Of course, it's been closed since 2008, so not much more but a big eyesore now. Now, over here, we're actually in the a parking lot of a bank called U.S. Bank, and then there's a Regions, and over there is a Publix. It used to be an Albertsons grocery store, is now Publix, and I guess you can say that's one of the redeeming qualities. A good location for them. It's a very busy store, but of course they have to deal with this here. Okay, now we're on the back side of the mall here. Here we have a Sears store, and back off to the left here, there's this Sears Tire Center, and this store is actually still amazingly open. Now, it's kind of surprising because they don't really have any kind of discounts or anything, and not a lot of people even know they're still open. But I think they signed a 99-year lease, and I think they might just be holding out to get more money for some pending development. They're actually working on maybe trying to do something with this property. A company called Crossland, or I think Crossland South, which is based out of Charlotte, has actually gotten approval from Metro Nashville government for a development called One Bellevue Center, which is a outdoor type shopping center. And I think they're going to have like a mall, or not a mall, but like an outdoor mall with shops and development and even a movie theater. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, is just to see if it's going to happen, because maybe I can do some updates later on with some progression on how the construction goes, or if this actually happens. But, this kind of surprises me. How they do business, who knows, but maybe they don't. Maybe they're just using this as a write-off. But anyway, just wanted to show this to you to see what happens in the future. And here's the last little bit I wanted to show you. This was the Dillard's here at the mall. Of course, it was just like any other Dillard's that we have. Had all the same departments and accessories and everything else you get at your dealers, no different. So anyway, that was the mall as it was when it closed, and it's just been sitting here since 2008, just kind of rotting away. So hopefully something's going to be done with this, and I'll post more videos in the future. But thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.